Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I have got what could be the best news out of television you have ever heard. I don't know if you saw it last night or not, but
No, I did not.
amazing. The innovation, the updating, and the thought of what was needed to comfort an audience at a time when people were really starting to get ill at ease with something. I saw it last night. I don't know if you're a fan, but here at our house, The Price is Right at night. That's a thing, right? We don't miss that.
Okay.
So it's important television, right? So we're playing The Price is Right game. I didn't get out there till halfway through. I missed $100,000 giveaway on something, and they were trying to give away a $110,000 car on the Three Strikes game. Remember the Three Strikes game?
Yes, I do. I do remember the Three Strike game.
All right.
Yes.
So the Three Strikes game is where they put a bunch of chips into a bag.
If you pull out the X, yeah, you can't pull out
three strikes. You're out. I got right.
It. Yeah.
Right. So it's nerve wracking.
High tension.
High tension.
On the price.
It could go on for an hour if you think about it. You could continually pull numbers out until. Oh, excuse me. Waffle House coffee. Anyway, as we're watching the Three Strikes game, I happen to notice that they've updated the bag where the strikes come out of.
Oh, they're not using the same one from like 1978?
That's the amazing part. Because honestly, if you look at the one from 1978, where it was just the bag, and when they had to jumble the numbers up in the bag, that was a little uncomfortable. You know?
Yeah, because it was
Bob,
like
Bob walking over there doing this number on a bag.
Yeah, it's a little, it's like,
yeah. I mean, the only thing that was missing was rubber glove.
Oh God.
So yeah, that was a little awkward. Drew Carey, thank God, he must be the innovator. He invented a big new softball that they put the balls in instead of the chips, and when the ball goes in, it actually rolls around all the way. So that's improvement. That's television moving forward. That's incredible.
100%.
And none of
that's
this.
Progressivism at its finest.
I mean, I could look at you in a room and go like this. I could stick my hand under a toilet stall and go like this. What would happen?
Don't stop.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stop.
That's television magic. Just saying. So, I breathed a sigh of relief last night watching The Price is Right. Thank God you didn't put that pressure on us once again for this.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, we don't need the S. We don't. I'm not comfortable looking at you right now. I'm just not.
Because it could have been this too.
Okay, no, stop.
You know, just saying.
Okay. Was there a point to this?
Yeah, I was telling you that TV's made an improvement. Okay. They got rid of this.
So that was the whole thing. There was no, okay, what happened? Did she win? Did she lose?
No, she didn't win the car.
Did he win? Did he lose? Okay.
And she was from Detroit, and she really looked weathered.
Oh, well, in fauress, it's February now, so people are going to look weathered at this point.
I will say that the two dudes that were in the showcase were both bald, and I felt that was, I know, right?
So you felt
we had
the
a moment
kinship.
Kinship.
Our people are finally being represented at long last.
It was. And the guy that actually won, we were both really happy for her because he was one of these guys that had a T-shirt that said bucket list. Come on down, spin the wheel, showcase. And he did it. Yeah.
And he hit all of them.
Yeah. Nice guy. Humble, cool.
Now he's ready for death.
And the other thing, too, he won his first prize early in the show. When he won it, he hauled ass right over to stand next to Rachel by his prize.
This is how long it's been since I've seen The Price is Right. I don't
trust me, Rachel's somebody you might want to stand next to.
Okay.
And I looked over at Cindy. I said, "Yeah, I'd run over there too." She's like,
"What do you mean?
I know
I'm not enough for you."
I know I said the wrong thing at that point.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
So, I bought her some rings and diamonds and stuff.
Okay, good for you. Way to turn into the skid.
What's new in your world?
I got nothing.
No.
I can't top your Price is Right viewership.
Well,
Although I had a second person, our good mutual friend Kenny Ritz told me
oh,
about Chunk of the Earth. He said, "Oh,
Kunk,
Andy's not lying. That's super Kunk of the Earth. Chunk.
Kunk
Why did
on
I want to
Earth.
say Chunk? Kunk on Earth. Okay,
Yeah.
see, I effed it up twice. So
See,
Kunk on Earth. So yes, I will. I will look for that because there are two things now I need to see on Netflix. I need to see Kunk of the Earth, and I need to see
Kunk
that
on Earth.
documentary, Kunk on Earth, and I need to see the documentary on the making of the We Are the World music video
I
because I
saw
heard
that
that's
too.
phenomenal.
Biggest day in pop. It
I
was
heard that's
called,
really,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you think about that, all the egos that were involved in making that, and Lionel Richie trying to, make it all happen on top of just having hosted the American Music Awards, which, that's back when music award shows and award shows in general were relevant.
Yeah.
That had to just be a huge, gigantic pain in the ass.
I
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
I would have hoped that when We Are the World came out, that all the egos were checked at the door, and
But
that
they evidently weren't.
apparently not, right?
Eh,
But the
And the fact
reality of
that
it is,
Prince was such a douche, he couldn't show up because I don't work with other people. F you. Purple
speaking of
Rain's a piece
Prince,
of shit.
look at this. Did you see on Facebook? I got back into a collection. I started collecting.
Yeah, I
things.
did. That that was the oh jeez. I thought you were
Laser
gonna show me
discs.
the I thought you were gonna show me the Star Wars one.
Oh, I got that.
Did you?
But no, I got a
Yeah,
Purple
because I
Rain.
saw that pop up.
Look at these
Oh,
things,
good for
man.
you.
Remember these?
Again, and nothing against Prince. Really,
Oh, this
seriously,
movie sucks. This is a terrible
he was
movie.
obviously, but no, I know he was obviously supremely talented. But
Oh yeah.
I can't. I have never intentionally listened to an entire Prince song because it's just not my thing. I don't.
Right.
Air Supply, boom, start to finish.
One thing that'll be nice about having Purple Rain now is
What?
that I won't get sent to my room when he starts doing doggy style with Apollonia.
Oh, jeez.
That happened when I was a kid.
I can't believe you saw that with your mom.
I said, "Hey, it's like a musical, Mom. Let's get that." Okay.
But then again, I saw my brother. I told you about this. My brother, about I think it's 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago, directed a local production of the Full Monty,
Oh boy.
and I went to see that with my mom. And my mom getting on the edge of her seat like this at the very end, that was a little. It's like
Hey,
at
Mom.
that time, it's like, mom, you're almost 80 years old at the
Well,
time.
she ain't dead.
Oh, geez.
You know, awkward and uncomfortable. But she's not dead.
What would the Monsignor have to say about that, Mother?
That's
I'm just
exactly
saying.
right.
All right.
10 Hail Marys and light a votive.
Let's get into it. We got to move off this now. I don't feel it.
Let's go.
Just feels wrong. All right, Federal Reserve left rates unchanged on Wednesday. There was hope rates would finally be cut. The Fed funds remain between 5.25 and 5.5%. There's another meeting and a possible move on rates sometime in March. So to be continued on that. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is blaming Apple and Google for underage users of social media apps. Zuckerberg told Congress it would be, quote, trivial for Washington lawmakers to attempt to regulate App Store owners. Zuckerberg stated Apple already requires a parental consent when a child is attempting a payment with an app. At the end of the day, a lot of this falls on parents, and I'm guilty of this too. And I'm not a big fan of Zuckerberg. I think he's kind of a douche, but I think he might have a point here. And I think we as parents kind of got to be just a little more proactive ourselves.
How about this?
And a lot of us fall short.
How about this for an idea? And this just jumped into my head. What if we gave kids a license to be on the internet like we did to drive?
That, you know what? That isn't a bad idea at all.
You know what I mean? I mean, hey, dude, there's an answer right there. You are permitted to go this far on the internet at this age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I think that would here's the problem. That would have been a great idea like 15, 20 years ago.
Hey,
it would have been.
Dude,
but we just didn't know.
Stop and think about this, because I was thinking about this last night. What was I watching? And I know this is gonna be a sensitive subject for you.
Okay.
And the cat's already out of the bag, and I get that and everything else. but the number of gambling ads that are on TV for people to bet on their phone, right?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with any of
I know
that.
you don't. But in the past, we have advertised things on television and radio and things like that that we've taken a second look at down the line because
Mhm.
of the damage that we learned later has come, i.e., cigarettes. We don't allow cigarette advertising on TV.
Mhm.
Okay, you can smoke, and it's going to take you 40 years to kill yourself. You can gamble online, and you can lose everything in a month.
That's yeah.
Okay, and
I mean, I
I'm giving you a rational thought on.
mhm.
So if we're going to allow gambling advertising on TV, why shouldn't we allow cigarettes back on TV?
You know what? That
And
actually is a
to
fair
your
point.
point, to your point, why don't we let Hustler magazine advertise on TV? Why don't we let
Uh,
Pornhub advertise on TV?
those are fair. Those are
Those are
fair
great
questions.
points, and you know,
Where's the line?
where's the
It's
line?
where do you draw the line? And then I always go back to who do you trust to decide where that line is, and I don't trust any of them. But I do. But you know what? I have actually thought about the whole idea of the kind of overabundance, for lack of a better word, of gambling ads. I mean, just because it's legal and it's fine that it's legal, and I'm pro it being legal, but yeah, the fact that you might be, I am taking a second look at that because at the end of the day, I do put it on the individual, but yeah, and the same goes, I would say, for prescription drugs. I mean, we're one of like two countries in the Western world that allows prescription drug advertisements. I mean, it's insane.
It's nuts.
You
I,
got
dude, last
you
night
got Pfizer sponsoring newscasts.
I was
I mean,
even
do we
pissed off
really
last
have
night that the Jardiance girl was different,
this? Yeah. Oh my God, I noticed that too. It's like, what the hell did they do with the Chardians girl? Did she stroke out?
right?
What
No, she
happened?
didn't.
I
She's
want to know
awesome.
the story.
I know the Jardiance girl on Facebook, and she's cool as hell. I mean, I love
Well,
everything
she
about
seemed
her.
jovial, and
No, dude,
it's like
if you
I
knew the
lowered my
Jardiance girl
A1C.
off the commercial, she is
Mm-hmm.
crass. She's bold. She
Mm-hmm.
she absolutely makes no bones about her opinion on things, and she's actually a media person. She does SAG and after work. She does voiceover work. She's the real deal.
Oh, she's got a great voice, and
Yeah.
she seems again. She's got a little bit of a Melissa McCarthy vibe to
Yep.
her.
Yep.
So yeah, there's it
So
was
think
like
about that.
she
With
really
everything that's
sells that.
think about everything that's allowed to be advertised and what's not, and
Mhm.
then decide
But
what's
then again,
okay.
okay, are we? Yeah, I would agree. There is a bit of a okay. We allow this, we don't allow this, but we allow the
Yeah.
we allow gambling, we allow prescription drugs, and there's a reason that these are allowed. I
Yeah.
mean, it's because of this. Now, is it good? Probably not, but
Hey, speaking of
I
this,
again,
we all know how
uh-huh.
much is in the porn industry. Hey,
Oh,
how come
oh
that
my
can't crack
God.
through?
That's a that's that's a and that's another thing that's not good for you.
No.
It really isn't.
Okay.
It's really bad for you. And yeah, that's a these are all I'm always conflicted on this stuff on when should the big arm of government come down on things. And I don't know. I'm all for hey getting to what how much of it
Yep.
could you just limit it in scope a little bit, say you or these can only run at such and such times maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily. I'm cautious about like the hammer of I hate more rules. I hate them, but I am willing to be like, okay, that we seem to be having a little bit more of an issue with
So
this or that because we just can't control ourselves sometimes.
where you're conflicted, and let me explain this to
Hmm.
you, is in the difference
Well,
between freedom of speech and content curation. There
yeah,
is a
yeah,
remarkable difference between the
hmm
two.
right.
And like if you look at my group, the Positively Muskegon group, if I were to allow quote unquote limitless freedom of speech, I would be in control of a garbage can with 30,000 people following it. So all of the posts that come in that's got some dog digging something out of a hole and eating it from Jakarta or dude, I get any given day on that group, I get
Uh,
upwards of 50 posts that are out of the country spam.
mhm.
Got to delete them all.
Yeah, I
That's the
mean,
work
yeah,
it takes to run something like it. And that is not limiting freedom of speech. That's curation. There's a
yeah.
big difference. Big difference.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Hmm?
I don't have a big.
All right.
Again, when it
Next
goes
subject.
to yeah, when it goes to the gambling thing, I am thinking there may be because of the fact, hey, you can go anywhere. You can do it on your phone. It's all of it's available. You know it's there.
Yep.
Same goes with porn. You know it's there. It doesn't really. It already advertises itself.
Yep.
So
All right.
it might be. It might.
You're
I'm
a
not saying
freedom of
it is.
speech
I'm saying it
absolutist,
might be.
though. And remember
Yes,
that.
but no. But
I know.
am
I know.
also I also understand
But there are those
human
who don't.
fallibility.
There are those who
Fallibility.
don't. And that's how
Those who
far it
don't
can
what?
go.
Those who don't what?
Understand the difference between freedom of speech and over the line.
Right. I still at the end of the day I will almost always like with all the potential negatives, and there are always ramifications to our freedoms, and are we going to allow? Should this go along with it? That it's a good argument to have, and it's a good discussion point, and we're not going to solve it here. But
Nope.
again, I've taken a second look at that. Thought maybe
Okay.
I'm willing to hedge and go maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Finally, congratulations to Muskegon Reds high school football coach Shane Fairfield. Fairfield has been named the NFC representative for the Don Shula National High School Coach of the Year. Only 2 coaches in the country get this honor. And this is given to the high school coaches who best represent character, integrity, leadership, dedication to the community, as well as on the field success. The 55-year-old led the Big Reds to the Division II state title in November. He has 154 wins, 8 conference titles, 2 state championships, and 14 seasons in Skeet Town. So congratulations to Shane. That's a nice big shining light.
Great dude
on the city of Muskegon.
Good for kids.
Good guy,
too.
And that's it's awesome. And a
dude.
lot of big time athletes. Yeah, and you got some Muskegon flavor in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, the guy from the Heights. I don't remember his name.
That's
but
right.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, yeah, I'll maybe touch on that over the next couple of days. Sports. Detroit. So one game. I said we're going to touch on. Oh, geez. See, why do you got to do? Why do you see again?
What's the Price is Right reference?
Again, okay, content curation, Andy. You don't need to curate this.
Well, it's the Price is Right.
It's a Price is Right. Oh, Jesus. The Pistons' 1-game winning streak came to a screeching halt at the hands of Cleveland. The Cavaliers beat down the Pistons 128 to 121. They fall to 6-41 on the season. That's sports.
All right, it is time for Jeopardy, and this one's confusing even for me, and I know the answer. Weird. 400 today, February 1st.
What's the category?
It's facts about animals. The right or bowhead this gets tangled in fishing nets, which can stunt growth, causing the species to be shorter than typical at 52 feet. It's a tough one.
That was uber confusing.
It wasn't it?
So it's some type of fish that is not able to that will be small. Trout.
A trout.
I don't know.
52-foot trout.
No, I thought you said 52-inch.
No, I said feet.
Oh, shark.
Shark. Trout, shark, both
That's
wrong.
my answer.
All right. 50,000 in the hole today. Wow.
What is it?
It's a whale.
What is it? A whale.
A whale.
I was close when I said shark.
Like the mighty Moby Dick.
When I listen to this back again, I'm gonna have to hear if you said 52 feet or said 52 inches, because I obviously knew it wouldn't be a 52-foot trout.
Well,
I don't know why I had inches in my head, but we'll see.
That's the problem.
Because I heard 52 inches. Had I heard 52 feet, I still would have said shark.
If I said 52 inches, I'll tell you
whale.
what. If I said 52 inches tomorrow, I'll make the question even easier. And
by the way, I've done some manscaping the last couple of days. That's why I got this down a couple of buttons.
It shows. Yeah, I can.
There we
See
go.
that.
I just want that's for the ladies and some of the fellas out
What
there.
you
There
look
you go.
like? What you look
You're
like is you
welcome.
need a carb because you
Yeah,
could.
what are you talking about, man?
You need to soften up a little bit. You look a little.
No. We gotta
See you
be
tomorrow.
taught. Let's stop.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Happy first day of February, Muskegon. The start of the month will be pretty quiet around here and pretty mild as well, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Like I said, we will have a mild start to February. Most, if not all, of the days will be in the 40s, and then we will have sunny weekend in store. Thankfully, mostly sunny skies are expected for the first time in a very long time this weekend, and dry weather is likely for through at least the middle of next week. So temperatures today will generally be in the mid 40s, maybe upper 40s further away from Lake Michigan. At the beach, it will be cooler, right around 40 degrees. So for your Thursday, expect mostly cloudy skies today. We'll have a little bit of sun, but definitely not as much as we'll see this weekend, with a high of 46 and a low of 28 as the winds shift more out of the north. And then by Friday, we'll start to break up that cloud cover, especially in the afternoon and evening hours, but we will cool down a little bit thanks to the northerly wind. Over the weekend, we'll slowly warm back up into the mid 40s and see plenty of sunshine, thankfully, for both Saturday and Sunday, and we should stay dry through at least next Wednesday. And that's your Thursday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel, and I'm Cole Woods Weather, and have a great day today.